Hello and welcome to Clive Shared, a Doctor Who podcast. I'm your host, Dominic Parry, and with me today are...
James.
And Greg.
Right, in today's episode we're going to be discussing episode 2, End of the World. I was about to say World's End. Right. Greg, what do you think of this episode?
It's incredibly dated, I think. It's probably the most dated, in my opinion, of the entire season, mainly due to just its overall tone, really, and the production values. But it's okay. You know, it's definitely not one of my favourites. But, you know, it's enjoyable.
Yeah, I think the age definitely does come through with this one. Like, it's because they try and make it look all like luxury, but like future luxury.
And it looks tacky.
Yeah,
it looks tacky. So
everything looks too shiny.
Yeah,
It's
that kind of like shiny, and it looks all like spacey and kind of posh. It just doesn't work.
yeah.
So James, what do you think of this episode?
Yeah, it's dated. I wouldn't say it's the most dated the season. I think Boomtown. I think that one's aged a bit. Because
Yeah, but aged is in like the kind of how it looks and the sets and stuff.
Oh yeah. It there's no question. This is aged so badly.
Boomtown has aged in its own way,
but this
we're about like how it looks and how it kind of feels.
Yeah, this
feels something different.
Yeah, it's really cheap. It's not even. I think in some ways it goes beyond being charming. It's part of the charm. It just really is tacky. Like they put their money elsewhere. I think and this episode shows it.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's like I think they tried to make this quite blockbuster, but it didn't quite work.
Oh, they tried to make a big kind of disaster thing.
I mean, it was like, so you have to think, oh, when was this made? In 2004? There were better TV shows that looked like this in 2004. I know it was aired in 2005, but when it was made.
Yeah, but the thing is that there are some effects in this that look okay. Like, funnily enough, Cassandra looks okay for what it is, because she's slightly transparent.
Yeah.
Like, which works, because she's just skin. And skin is, if you didn't know, like quite slightly transparent in parts. So
yeah, when stretched.
Yeah. So yeah, if you just
I also
thin it out that much.
I also think this is dated in some other ways as well than just visual.
Story wise.
I think I'll talk about when we get to it. But yeah.
Yeah. But I think before we start, well, we have started actually. I don't know why I said that. The biggest scene in this whole episode that really, really pisses me off when I watch it is when Rose is in the room and the sun shield's coming down, and she can just duck out of the way of it. Like the sun is a single like laser, and it's just like that room would just fill with heat. And
no, yeah, but as soon as she gets in the shade, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, it's like you can't, because if in that like concept, why wouldn't she just go down to the window and crouch under the ledge?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work. You've clearly gone with something.
Like all science is thrown out of the window.
I love it when you can actually tell. I actually think these corridors of this episode come back in Aliens of London.
I think they are, and they reuse sets a lot.
Yeah, but I think they
not just Doctor Who,
I think they really reused the hallways. Look like this could have been from Van Statten's museum, and and for Downing Street.
See, I think the best set is when Rose is stood there, and there's the black cloth behind her.
Yes, that's the most egregious bit. It's
so bad.
Like you can tell they literally like I wouldn't be surprised on the other side of that is the Downing Street set or Van Staten, or like
Just something else.
yeah. Just like, okay, this is it's just, yeah, that ain't good. Anyway,
They were building.
It's like the whole old school thing of like bulking sets together.
Yeah. See, what happened was they were building the set. They got to that part of the wall and just said, "We've run out of budget. Just have to chuck that tablecloth over the other side. just hang it up. Hope they won't notice that."
yeah, it's yeah. See, that's part of the charm. But then some other stuff,
Like,
I
they
think,
didn't have to shoot with
big
that
oof.
behind her.
No, they could have framed it different. Yeah, but either way. So should we have a go at it from the beginning?
Yes, it shall.
So
Let's
it
go.
literally starts off literally after where the last episode ended, and you go to the end of the world. So,
And that's it, folks. That's the whole episode.
but no, it's like,
It's
yeah, and it's like,
yeah.
so obviously they're like prestigious guests where they try and infiltrate as such, and yeah, and this is when we see the budget first off, and like the cameos, even like it looks. I don't know. I think I said this like when we did the last episode. Like, it looks like they've changed the cameras to like something like My Family. Do you know what I mean?
I have no idea what My Family is.
Well, it was on Zoe
So-
Wanamaker, so that's like, but like sitcom, soap cameras,
Oh,
soap
right,
opera
yeah.
cameras. Like, it looks like they use.
Yeah, it almost doesn't look like Doctor Who.
I think what it was is probably they just had those cameras.
Yeah, but I
So-
think the last and the next episode don't look like this.
No, that's the
No.
thing. Because
It's obviously usually how things look is due to lighting.
they spent the budget on the cloth.
Yeah, no, but lighting is like what makes stuff look crap. A lot of the time, like you know, like
Yeah, here it all just looks
it's all lit
very
up.
overlit.
That's why,
It's
and that's probably why it
Yeah.
looks as bad as it does. It's because there's light everywhere.
And flat.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, but then we see like the costume department, everything in the costume department put on display, and we get the face of Bo, which I didn't realize that the face of Bo is literally just a prop.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He doesn't even do anything.
no, what I mean is surprising, like how he comes back in 2 more episodes. He's barely in. He's only in one shot.
He literally, they introduce him and he's in the background, I think, of one of the other shots.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
like,
he's sort of alluded to here.
yeah, he's like, it's the face of Bo, and then
Nothing.
it's, yeah, it feels like it was one of those where they built it and thought,
We need to use this thing again.
we spent
Yeah,
the
here
budget.
he is. There he was.
Yeah.
Half the budget went on this one thing. We got to bring him back. It's the
Yeah,
face of
quick,
Bo.
write him in.
Yeah, all the other characters are very one-dimensional. A lot of them don't even get any like screen time really.
No, I mean, well, the blue,
And that's
the blue one.
the blue one.
Yeah.
Marks about
The
who?
Foon guy.
Oh, but I will
Mark
tell you one
Zuckerberg.
thing. Mark Zuckerberg. No, I will tell you what does make, and this is the first step that makes
The
this
Blue Man
episode.
Group.
You know, the little one in like the sort of like pod.
Yeah, the Marks about who or whatever.
Yeah, but I
The
will.
banker.
Yeah,
No. Yeah, banker. I think it is.
the one who gets burnt to a crisp by the end.
Yeah, see what I mean? See it?
I'll.
Does that? Yeah.
Mm,
One time Rose can just duck and dodge it, but that little blue guy was stuffed.
mm,
See, that's the problem with it, right? They introduce all these supposedly interesting characters, and they are absolutely useless. Cassandra,
No, the set decoration.
yeah, Cassandra is the one character who is focused on, like more than anyone else. So
Yeah.
you obviously know she's important. And the concierge or whatever is it? Is it concierge? I can't remember.
Is that the tree
No,
person?
No. Oh yeah, but they are like they're friendly. So
Yeah.
she's like an ally in the episode. She's like Charles Dickens or that guy, she's the side ally,
Yeah,
basically, and you know it. The second you see her, you know she's the side ally.
yeah. I mean,
It's too obvious.
yeah, I mean, but this is the first stage where we get dated. This gets dated.
And
We
it's
have
cringy as hell.
We have Oompa Loompas.
Well,
We
of
do
course.
Yeah, like, no, genuinely, that is literally, and it's just like, wow, I forgot that this was ever a thing. Like, it's weird now because like obviously I'm not saying like, but I don't know, it's just because it's part of like the humor. Do you know what I mean?
It is.
Again, the campiness coming up.
Yeah. It's dated humour.
I mean, okay, so obviously this is like the inciting incident where the spider bots are on board the ship, and this is where it all happens. So
That's a weird thing though, because they introduce those guys as like important as guests,
yeah,
which means that they have to be recognizable.
yeah,
So I feel like it would have been a better choice had it been like they had robots on the ship,
yeah,
or something that can be controlled just straight up, and you don't have like, oh, some of the guests were just robot things that are like, I don't know, are they just hands that kind of claps when he pulls? I can't remember. They collapse, don't they? It's like what?
Yeah,
what's the point?
that's the repeated meme,
the memes.
which makes me laugh every time I hear a repeated meme.
Yeah, like
knowing what meme means now.
I thought, did I hear that right? Yeah,
it fits for what they do. They are memeing you.
Hey, LMFAO. I just think, but then we see the curtain. Then Rose and the Doctor go off, and we see the curtain.
The curtain, the best character in this entire episode.
This curtain, and yeah, I can't not talk about it because it's like it's such a glaringly obvious thing.
Welcome to a review of The End of the World, where we talk about a curtain.
But it's okay. But then this is where that one of the management staff get killed, or so we think.
He is the only one.
No, I'm talking about her who gets in the ventilation system.
She's not manager. She's an engineer, isn't she?
Well, the engineer gets.
She's the plumber because there's no hot water.
Oh.
And the face of Bo wants a bath.
That's
what? Yeah, because he goes to his room, so he's not in the shots.
Isn't the face of Bo always in water though?
It's probably like a saline kind of thing, isn't it? They probably make it up like, oh, it's some magical thing that keeps him alive, but
yeah, I think
I don't want the face of Bo to be Jack.
No,
to spoil the twist that came
a
few years after this.
Well, people thought that. Well, yeah, okay. Let's just side note on this for a second, then, because might as well. But when he was going away in that episode in the future, the nanobots were taking over him, or whatever they were.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that changes matter. That's the thing that changes you.
He's going to come back as Jack.
Oh, yeah. No way. We should never see how it happens. If ever.
No, you've got to keep that mystery.
The thing is, he's going to come back as Jack. As like,
well,
he might lose a leg or something.
But he'll grow it back.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean.
Yeah. But no,
I feel like it'd be better if you had it where the face of Bo isn't Jack. It's just someone who took his name.
Yeah, I hope it's that. Well, or don't even have to explain it. Just don't explain it. Just continue the story. And somebody needs to be broken out of prison anyway. There's only one person who can do it at the moment. But
actually, that's the point, isn't it?
Like,
sorry, don't forget, Yaz could, because Yaz is a policewoman, and she's apparently important.
Back to the episode.
Back to the second episode.
Yeah. But no, like, here's the thing, though. It's like, so then that person, that plumber gets assumably killed. Like, assumingly killed. And
I mean,
that's to
why
show
would
the
she just
danger.
crawl away?
Because she got overwhelmed.
She didn't. She could have crawled back. She
Okay.
wasn't that far in.
No, it's Doctor Who. You got to, when you see a monster, you got to stop there and scream.
She sticks her head in, and like, it's basically like she's kneeling and her torso's in,
And it's like,
and she can't climb out.
yeah. I think, like, so then we get the other blue guy who just gets fried.
Roasted. He gets toasty.
Yeah, and then that's to show the danger. And then, actually not a lot happened. Like, this episode's
Not
really
a lot
quick.
happens in this episode.
Like, it's actually quite quick to explain.
That's the problem with
pretty
this
much.
episode. Not much happens, and it's like
No, it's very inconsequential.
Then Rose gets wait.
nearly killed.
No. Because the doctor gets scanned first, and she brings it up. Then the doctor, then she phones her mum, which halfway through the episode. It doesn't happen at the end.
Yeah, it's such a in Rose, right? You have the little side bit of Rose goes to Clive.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and
most important moment.
it's stuff happens, but in this one, it's like nothing happens.
No. I mean, oh yeah, Cassandra. No. Something does happen because then we have the ballroom scene. This is the first. This is before the cloth scene. The first thing that happens is Cassandra comes in with a gift. The iPod.
That's a jukebox
But she calls it an iPod.
But they call it the iPod.
because that is culturally relevant.
And then they play Tainted Love because the Human League.
I mean,
That's the joke.
why? It's such a cringy. Like, that's the problem, right? You look at this versus the next episode
And the one before.
and the one before. The next episode has one of the great, like, kind of heartwarming moments.
Yeah.
And the one before has
The mystery,
wait.
the...
it has it's like
The
it's
intrigue.
It's really something. This could have been a great a murder mystery kind of thing.
but it's not even that.
But they didn't
Yeah,
do
but
it.
it's executed so cheesily.
Yeah.
Well, it's all about...
They don't want you to
like...
have the who did it, because it's really obvious. If you actually
It's all
watch
about
it.
rich people trying to screw over each
It's
other.
not the little blue guy, because he doesn't
That's
do anything. He dies.
Yeah, it is about the rich screwing over the poor. And you could actually probably argue, like, hang on, they're rich, but they watch the world burn. Like,
But there's no one poor apart from Rose.
that's actually probably like the message of the theme of the episode, is that the rich will watch the poor burn.
No, because there's no one on the planet.
Mm.
Isn't there?
No, it was a national trust, and then they ran out of money, so they just had to let it go. Which is quite a... It's
Timely.
That's quite a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually,
The
okay.
fact that it's a real reason why things happen.
Okay, I'll give it that. I think there's more to it than that, but the episode itself is just... Yeah. It's just...
I think what slows it down
It's
is
so
the fact that
weird.
it's a very, very thin plot.
Yeah. That's not necessarily a bad thing. A simple story will always be better than a bad one. A simple good story is better than a convoluted bad one.
Yeah, but the thing is,
No, exactly.
this story is a bit too like
Yeah,
too just nothing.
it has a good ending. This episode. This episode has a great ending, but it's the whole. Okay, so then
I don't.
what?
One of the good scenes is when Rose is like, "Oh, I don't know anything about him. What am I doing?"
Mm,
And it kind of shows the like stupid young girl
yeah,
in her, like the swept away by this impressive thing.
man in a leather
And then
coat.
she kind of realizes it just hit her what
Yeah.
she's done.
Yeah.
but that's the only scene in this entire episode that has any real thing, and it doesn't go anywhere.
No, I'll say
Nothing happens for it.
I'll say the ending does.
All right, the ending, bar the ending, then. But
Yeah,
like,
but here's the thing.
you feel like
yeah,
you feel like that could go somewhere. Like she has a bit more doubt and stuff like that, but then it's like, no, it's gone straight away, pretty much.
Do another thing that makes this episode dated.
The fact that it was made in 2004.
No, Rose calls Cassandra Michael Jackson.
Oh right, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That won't happen today.
Big oof. Yeah.
Yeah. Hee hee.
I was about to do it then, but I'm not going to.
Cultural references.
Yeah, it's. I mean, okay. So then the Doctor and Rose argue. Then they're on the bridge, and then she phones her mum. Then she gets kidnapped.
Who should get kidnapped by? The Squirty dudes.
No, the cloaky dudes.
Oh yeah. See, this I've forgotten what happens in the episode because nothing happens in it.
It's nothing like
It's so forgettable.
like Rose. I can. I suppose you can too. We can recite Rose now if we wanted to.
Pretty much.
We're not
and the next episode.
Yeah, because
And
we've watched that one. And the next episode of that.
The thing is right. This is in the same season as Dalek.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I
Very
think
true.
Dalek still is one of the best Doctor Who stories in
Oh, yeah.
modern times.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's incredible.
But
And so,
End of the
how
World.
can you do that?
End of the World, I'd say, is probably more iconic than the next.
People remember it because of Cassandra.
Yeah,
And I think-
Cassandra.
I will say the ending also reminds me of another episode too, which I'll get to when we get to it. But like, okay, so the Doctor and Rose argue. Rose calls her mum, which was a nice little scene. What else happens? Then she gets kidnapped, and the Doctor and then the shields come down, and the cooling goes down, and the Doctor's got to go and sort it.
What does she call Cassandra?
Michael Jackson.
No, a bitchy.
Trampoline.
Yeah, bitchy trampoline. it's
You couldn't
so...
you couldn't get away with language like that in nowadays Doctor Who.
No,
they would have you. They'd have you on the blinking like
Ofcom.
Yeah. Well, he said bitchy in Doctor Who. Oh, but
I know. It's just like, like I mean, yeah, like
there are so many moments that are to come in Doctor Who where it's like
yeah.
they should have sworn there. They should have sworn. They could have had a great like one-liner, and it just missed that swear word or something like that.
I think
Like that. I'm really angry, but
I didn't realise because like then I've seen this now. Like Ruth, like it is about like sort of the rich toppling the poor. You know, it's a bit of that. It's a bit of classism going on in this.
Yeah.
Cassandra's a racist.
Well, is she a racist?
Yeah, well, she literally called cross you know, between races as like she said. I'm not gonna say on here. She called them mongrels.
Impure, isn't it?
Yeah, like
Oh yeah.
the mongrel comment.
Mm.
No, the thing is that makes sense because
Yeah.
she thinks she's above everyone.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm just saying. I don't say it's a dated thing either. I'm just saying. I didn't realise that she was as well.
No, I think what it is she's got that thing of like I'm better than everyone else because
Yeah.
I'm pure.
I'm rich.
Even though she
Even
is
though
not
she's
at
the
all.
most like
Yeah, she's
She's
worse
really
than
not.
everyone else.
And
She's a
she-
bitchy trampoline.
And that she needs 24/7 care.
Yeah,
And
the fact she just blows up. That scene.
I think what else happens? Yeah, so the Doctor has to go and stop the fans to increase the fans, and
All the fanboys.
this is when we get the first real hint at the Time War.
mm.
The first proper. And
Yeah, where he goes with the tree woman.
Yeah.
the tree woman, and they literally talk about how they're just trees. I swear they get introduced as trees, don't they?
Yeah.
It's like, could you not name them something? It's like if in Blink they just said, "Beware the statues," not the weeping angels, just the statues.
I know. I think that.
Yeah,
my name.
or Rose, beware the mannequins.
Beware the
okay.
beware the metal men.
To be fair, though, beware the statues would have actually probably be more scary.
Oh,
Like,
definitely.
because you don't, what statue? Which ones am I supposed to look at?
That's the weird thing though, when they brought that in like later. It's like every statue is a weeping angel. It's like, why?
Because they were dying. It's the Byzant.
I know, but it's just like that entire episode. That whole twist ruins Blink because there were so many other statues in scenes that could have just killed the girl.
Yeah, but
But anyway, let's talk about.
I'll talk to you about after. But no, yeah. So it was So then the Doctor sorts out the fans. Tree woman gets crisped.
Burns. That's funny. I find that funny actually.
He's just like,
yeah, over dramatic, sets on fire.
She says it doesn't matter. I know. I like it when they say, "Oh no, it's fine." And then he does that thing where to show he's a Time Lord, time slows down, and he manages to sort out the buttons on the other end.
Nah, he's just speedy, he is.
And then everything obviously sorts itself out. Rose is safe. Yeah, because Rose was still in it.
She was getting burnt. That's why they had to turn the thing off. Because no, it wasn't them. It was Rose got free, or no, wait. Yeah, Rose got free, I think, didn't she, or something? I can't remember. It's because it's the people in the main chamber as well. Because then Rose walks in and sees the smoky blue guy. And that's basically it.
So then Doctor comes back. He goes, "Aha, Cassandra." Oh no.
Yeah, just teleports her back.
No. We need to turn back. When Rose gets kidnapped, right? And they have a whole montage sequence.
Of what?
It's set to toxic.
Yeah.
Oh,
what happens?
No.
The toxic that is aged. Like,
are they just partying?
Oh, it's so bad.
No,
it's just playing in the background.
Toxic, like Britney Spears.
Why would you even bother with that song?
That honestly, at least with like Tainted Love, that's set a feel, and that's a bit more. But that Toxic. Oh.
But like I said before, if it had been someone a bit more. The three bands or groups, I would say, that I would be okay. That makes sense. Is the Beatles, ELO, and Madness?
What? Have we had Madness in Doctor Who?
No.
So I know
think about that.
We've had ELO. We've had ELO.
Yeah. Well, that was. I mean,
the
best episode.
Oh.
I mean, Daleks up there, but
Iconic.
Love and Monsters. Oh.
Wait until the last joke of that episode.
We make it work.
I think So
but anyway,
so he brings back Cassandra, blows her up, and that's it. That's literally it.
Literally murders her. There's no defense in that. He just kills her.
Do you know this episode's compare? Yeah, sorry.
Do you know the weird thing, right? Because it's not just Cassandra who teleports away; it's also her bodyguard.
But she just
moisturises people.
But she just brings.
But only her comes back, so it's a bit like, why? Because it's one teleporter, not three.
I think. I think with the ending, did you get like a Beast Below vibe about the ending? The shot of them looking at the Earth.
Kind of.
No, yeah, definitely. I can see where you're coming from there. Yeah.
Like it honestly, I was like, this is Beast Below. No, well, Beast Below just riffs End of the World. Obviously, it doesn't do the same thing,
Yeah.
but you're getting
I think-
strong vibes. It's a second episode set in the future, set on some sort of station. Yeah,
Mm.
It's I mean, a lot
It's
of
part of the formula of the RTD era, in which you have modern day episode, then you got the future episode, then you got the past episode, and then you got a two-parter set in the present where it's alien invasion, and then you got the rest.
yeah,
pretty much.
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's similar in earlier New Who, as they call it.
Yeah, I mean,
Perfect name.
Moffat did try and change up a little bit. Chibnall just made classic Who modern
Oh, well. Anyway,
in the structure.
yeah, I think that's the whole episode we've done, isn't it?
Yeah, no. There's one more.
Oh, wait.
Doctor admits to Rose about he's a Time Lord for a
Oh,
war.
right, yeah.
And you sort of get a hint of the Daleks.
When he just goes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just goes, I killed Daleks.
No. I mean, just who was it against? Who was it against? And he didn't say. And I think,
Yeah,
even if you did, if we were watching then, you would get a hint. If we were watching this afresh,
Yeah.
you would sort of guess, yeah, it was the Daleks.
Yeah, but it couldn't be anyone else, to be honest.
Oh no,
no, it was.
yeah,
They're the big
You couldn't say,
villain.
oh, it was against the Silurians.
It was the Autons.
yeah. But no, but I do like it that Rose is trying to say something nice, and she says, "Oh, do you want to go and get chips?" And I think that's a nice ending because it's like they understand each other, but they don't have to admit it because nobody admits anything. Nobody admits do you know what I'm trying to say? They just
No.
act like it's normal.
No,
they just act
yeah.
like it's normal. I think that's a nice little bit of realism,
Because that makes sense.
because nobody says this big speech about it'll be okay. Do you want to go to chips? Just be normal, like that.
It'll be okay.
Yeah,
I am your friend.
yeah,
I'm sure they deserve to die.
yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
To the pub.
it is not
To the
much.
pub.
There's not much to
This
say about it.
episode,
Yeah, so much to say.
we've managed to talk for half an hour on it because of the cloth, I think, and the budget. But what would you rate this episode out of 10, Greg?
Oh, it's not very high. I'm giving it a 5. It's okay. Really, that's about all I can say on it. To be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I forgot what we said about last episode.
I think
It's
it was,
definitely lower. It's definitely lower
I
than
think
that.
we said 7 or 8 or something like that, or 9.
Oh,
Yeah,
so I have to.
7
So I have to
all
go for at
Yeah.
least 6 at most, and I don't think it's even. Yeah, it's a 5.
I think I have to say probably a 4.
Yeah.
4.5 maybe. It's too dated when you look at the other episodes in the season.
Yeah, it's probably the weakest in my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. So yeah,
but alas, I think that'll do it for this episode. Unless you have other stuff to add.
no, I think we said it all. That
Yeah,
cloth.
That's great then.
Yeah.
Go watch episode 1. Go watch Today in Film. Go watch Today in Gaming and TV, whatever there is of that. And I'll see you next time for The Unquiet Dead, featuring Charlie Dickens. See ya.
Good old Dickens.